Testing, testing, testing. Okay, are we live? Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Good afternoon, y'all. This is the man in the black mask. So I'm just here to share this bizarre story with y'all. And it is unemployed man kills mom in Harlem NYCHA building. Now, you know this dude is crazy, son. And therefore should have been locked away a long time ago. You know, these mental health systems, they don't want to do nothing no more until after the shit hits the fan. Anyway, man fatally shoots man in Manhattan NYCHA building. He put the shit on the door, man. A man fatally shot his mother Tuesday at the East. Wait, a man fatally shot his mother Tuesday at the family's East Harlem apartment, despite having a protective order and a panic button inside the home, according to authorities and family members. J.J. J.J. Fatima, 39, was shot in the head by her son, Musa Kamara, 22, just after 9 p.m. inside the Lehman houses on East 108th Street near Park Avenue, according to cops. The grisly slaying comes less than 6 months after Kamara allegedly threatened to kill her inside the same apartment, court records revealed. Fatima had a domestic violence panic alarm in the home, which she might have hit prior to being shot, cops said. Kamara fled his mom's home after the shooting and wound up a few blocks away on East 100th Street, where he fired several shots at a 29-year-old man but missed. It's not clear why he fired at the second victim. Police finally stopped Kamara at 110th Street and Madison Avenue, cops said. He tried to pull his gun on them, but officers tackled him before he could fire. Lucky bastard. He's lucky the cops didn't kill his ass. Even though he had a gun, the cops could have shot him to death, but they spared him a fair one. Wow. Why all of a sudden they decided to spare a brother a fair one? I mean, I don't get it. They didn't do the same thing for George Floyd or Breonna Taylor, but yet they spared this bastard? Come on. Once he was taken to the police station, Kamara began acting bizarrely, removing all his clothing inside the cell, cops said. Yeah, now he's definitely bipolar. He was not immediately charged and was taken to Metropolitan Hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. Kamara was busted in August 2020 on one count each of criminal mischief, attempted assault, and harassment after his mom called the cops on him. In a fit of rage, he allegedly grabbed her landline phone and smashed it into pieces and then slammed his body against her, according to a criminal complaint. I will kill you, he allegedly seized. A judge issued an order of protection barring Kamara from having any contact with Fatima. The charges were dropped at a hearing Tuesday because Fatima has stopped cooperating with authorities, a spokesperson for the Manhattan District Attorney's Office told the Post. Family members were gathered at the building where she was killed to grieve. Yankuba Sangari, one of the victim's brothers, said his sister was from Gambia and came to the U.S. in the 90s. She is an immigrant in this country, come and look for a better life, and she got killed by her own son, said Sangari. I want him to go the rest of his life in prison, the grieving brother said, stopping mid-sentence in tears. My nephew, I want him to go life in prison, no mercy for him. Yeah, he wasn't lying about that. That man is crazy. He should have been put away. I mean, why did the judge decide to give him a second chance? And meanwhile, why did the mother decide to give him a second chance after, what he put her through, And better yet, why didn't she hit the DV alarm, saying the minute he set foot in the house, even though he wasn't supposed to? Hell, that would have really helped. Haji Sankari, another one of the victim's brothers, said his sister told him some time ago that she kicked her eldest son out of the home and got an order of protection against him. He is not supposed to be in the house, Sankari said. We don't know how he got inside. Maybe he knocked on the door and she opened it and something happened, and they said he shot her in the head. He said Kamara did not appear mentally ill. Maybe he smoked something, the brother said. I saw him 2 weeks ago. I told him, be good. Be a good boy. I mean, Let me tell you something. This man should have never been put back out on the street, okay? He should have been put away a long time ago. And his mom should have never took a chance on him knowing that he was homicidal, that he was that deranged, that he was a junkie or whatever the fuck, you know? And yet for this to happen, now a lot of people is blaming him. I just hope they're not blaming the mother because it's not her fault. Because like it said in the article, he should have never been allowed to step foot on the premises. There was an active domestic violence restraining order out on him, you know? And Kamara should have learned his lesson the hard way. Masu Kamara is currently at Bellevue undergoing a psyche bout. And they'll probably transfer him to Rikers, in no time, But they want him to get the evaluation first. And I'm sure his lawyer is probably going to use the mental health defense, depending on the diagnosis, or whether he had a history of mental illness. But that's a matter of challenge. Musa Kamara, this man is stupid. 22, and should have been working. Because let me tell you, there are some people that are unemployed through no fault of their own, especially with COVID-19 and all. And a lot of us that's unemployed are turning to YouTube just to make ends meet. It's not that we don't want to work. It's just that, they closed some of their offices down. They closed down some of their offices because of COVID-19. So naturally, we're going to be unemployed. Again, that's not our fault. But this man, whatever excuse he had for not wanting to work, I have no sympathy for him. His mom was right. His mother was right. Saying he should not have been in the house. And he should have got help. Now, I don't know what else to make sense of other than this is crazy. And so is he. And I'm sure that he'll probably get the help that he needs when he's locked up, whether it's at Bellevue or at Rikers. And I'm sure maybe his lawyer can mount some kind of defense for him. And all I can say is good luck in court. But you got to do your time, son. He must do his time. And I sure hope nothing happens to him at Rikers Island. Because each time I think of Rikers, I think of Khalif Browder. It's like when I got arrested, I got out in like 2-3 days before I got sent to Rikers. But Khalif didn't make it. And look what happened. He's dead. And Musa Kamara, I sure hope he gets put in protective custody too. Seriously, how can you forgive somebody for killing their own mother? Who does that? A lot of us will think twice before killing our parents and grandparents. So anyway, thank you for listening. And don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a question underneath the screen and tell me what you think of all this. And if I have another article, I will share it with you. Until then, good luck, be well, and have a good day.